Welcome to the post-game press conference for the EuroLeague Women's third-place playoff between Fenerbahce and Valencia. We're joined by 𝗪𝗘𝗍𝗓 and coach 𝗪𝗘𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘. We'll have opening statements from both player and coach, and then we'll open to questions from the floor in English. If there are questions in Spanish, if they can be conducted after we close the stream, that would be great. 𝗪𝗘𝗍𝗓, always tough, that third, fourth place game. Clearly, you're still going to be proud, but how are you feeling coming out of today's game?
For me, it's a bit hard to believe right now that we were so close to make the final, and now we're fourth. That's tough. That's a tough weekend for us. But we came from a bit of a down phase. Not a good moment for us as a team, and we just showed throughout the tournament that we can play on this level. And we, belong to one of the best teams in Europe, and we just got better game by game, and that's what we need to be proud of.
Thank you. Coach, your thoughts on today's game?
Yeah, of course. As Leo said, we were, of course, thinking about the semi-final game. We were so close to play the final. It was our desire, but first time here in Final Four for us was extra motivation to try to play this game. It was a good game against the best possible team, and we tried to do our best. I know offensively, just on the second quarter, we felt more comfortable, sharing the ball with open shots, but during the game, tough game, of course, and our rotation today was shorter. I think we cannot fight until the last moment because of the final turnovers. I think we have a lot of things to improve, but of course, our season finishes now on EuroLeague, but not on Spanish League, so we are ready to finish final round and to go with the biggest level for our playoffs.
Thank you, Coach. Any questions from the floor? No? Okay. That will wrap up the first part of our press conference. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Len.
Gracias. Español ahora.
Yeah, if you would like to ask questions in Spanish now, please do.
Lo primero es que
Second part of our post-game press conference for the EuroLeague Women's third place playoff between Fenerbahce and Valencia. We're now joined by 𝗪𝗟𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘 as well as Coach 𝗪𝗘𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗠. As usual, we'll have opening statements from both player and coach, and then we'll open to questions. Tina, a way to bounce back? I know there's still kind of heartbreak probably from the semi-final, but do you take some positives out of being able to finish third this year?
Yeah, major positives. First, I'm just thankful at this age and stage of my career to be able to still reflect and play within EuroLeague. It's just great competition, and just to be one of the oldest ones here, to see the young future generation of women playing. I think they're upholding this league really well. But, you know, for us to face adversity, that's when character is shown. Being a vet on this team, my main message to the team was just not to give in to hard. You know, hard doesn't mean impossible, it just means hard. And when you get to April, it's going to be hard. You know, everyone is hurt, someone is injured, but just not to make excuses. And I want to say we answered really well. We responded really well to the waves that Valencia was throwing at us. They have a great team, you know, great coach. So I'm just thankful that we responded well, and we're able to handle hard, and going into next week having to finish up the Turkish League finals.
Thank you. Coach, your thoughts on today's game?
Yes, I agree with Tina. It was a tough game, and we have the ambition to stop the fast game of Valencia and their way to go at the offensive rebound. So in these two areas, we did a very good job. We slowed down this team of Valencia, and we controlled the defensive rebound. So I'm proud of my player, because it was necessary for us to make a hard game, because we have to be ready and to prepare the next game immediately next Wednesday against Mersin for the final of the Turkish League.
Thank you. Any questions on the floor? Yep.
Tina, congrats on the win. How, with your experience, put the example on your teammates, like you said before, especially in a game like this after losing on Friday, and as you both mentioned it, the game on Wednesday, first game on the finals of Turkish League?
Wait, what was the question? Sorry.
It's about the mentality you put into your teammates in this case.
Yeah, again, after we had video, I had a speech to the team and just saying, you know, not to give in to defeat. You know, it's the easiest thing to give into the emotions of defeat. It's the easiest thing to have low energy and giving to the feeling that you have. But at the end of the day, you have a job to do. We have to reflect well. And this game wasn't even about the basketball. It was about character. You know, the game that we lost, they just wanted it more. That's what it was. They got to the rebounds, they got to the loose balls, they got in the passing lanes, they made us uncomfortable. And that's just an act of will. That's just character. And the person you are is going to outlast the player you're going to become. So like I said, we responded really well. I'm happy for my teammates, and I hope this can take them further and they can pay it forward. As, like I said, I'm a vet. I had great vets that instilled this in me, and so just going to keep using my voice to uplift them during this tough time. Yeah.
Any further questions? Yes.
Hi, Coach. I wanted to ask you about the psychological state of the team. After today's win, how's the team feeling mentally?
I think they are better today, but it's not about how do you feel. We have, as Tina told, do our job, and we have to be ready mentally for a next fight, because you know the game Mersin against Fenerbahce are always a fight. So we can do, even if we are tired today and we miss some open shoot, we fight, and this is the most important at the end of the season, especially when you have a long series of final weight coming.
Any further questions? Yes, Paul.
EuroLeague is so tough. You lose just one game, and the feelings are so far apart from not losing that game. Last year you won, this year just one loss. How do you even begin to process that as a coach?
It's difficult. It's difficult to accept. It's a new competition, a new formula. Is like this. It was difficult. I think. Some people can tell, okay, but they have one game less, and the other can tell, yes, but the other are in the good rhythm for this competition. So me, of my part, I prefer the the last competition, the formula we did before, because like this it's very difficult. So we won during all the season with some good game and some game less better. But the most important for me is to keep in mind this game of today. And as I told at the beginning of this competition, we are 6 to start. Okay, so the first one after stop, and us we continue. Alors, I'm not sure at the end if it's a good idea to finish to win the game 1 against 2 and to be directly qualified, because the 2 teams who win more games than the other are punished by the competition. But it's not about this. It's not the reason we accept too much. I already told after the first game, it's impossible to win against a game against the last team if we receive 50 rebound to 18. But for me, if I can tell, I don't like this new formula.
Any further questions? Okay, that will conclude our press conference. Thank you very much for attending. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Tina.